Attention all aspiring tycoons. Are you tired of living the life as a small-time criminal in Grand Theft Auto Online? Do you dream of owning the finest cars, properties, and living the life of luxury? Look no further, because in this video we'll reveal the secrets to getting rich in GTA Online. From smart investments to daring heists, we'll show you the quickest and most effective way to build your fortune in our $0 to $10 million challenge. So sit back, grab your controller, and get ready to learn the tricks of the trade. It's time to make your mark and become a multi-millionaire in GTA Online. Hi and welcome back. My name's Dan and I'm an old grumpy gamer. This is the second in our 4-part series on how to go from a brand new zeroed account in GTA Online to $10 million in 2 weekends. That's 4 days of gameplay. If you're not sure what's going on or this is your first time to old grumpy gamers, firstly, hi. It might be worth checking out the playlist linked in the description and the pinned comment. That'll bring you up to speed so you don't miss out on anything important. In our last video, we went through the first story mode mission, created our first character, completed the opening missions for Lamar, Gerald and Simeon, finished the treasure hunt, bail bonds, movie prop and slasher quest lines, found every single signal jammer and killed a lot of NPCs. We also went through the details of what this series is about and how you can enter to win the fully loaded, clean $10 million account your own self. So give that one a quick watch if you've not done so already. Links are in the description below. Rightio, so we're sitting at a shade over 1.1 million. Today we're going to raise a touch over 2.5, although there will be a bit of spending which might bite a little bit. So for day 2, we're going to focus on the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC and the Contract DLC missions. We'll be spending up on some explosives and some basic weapons, catching up with Ron, Dax and Luchador at the Freak Shop, creating a couple of new characters, and finally catching up with Franklin, Lamar, Marnie and Chop. Today will be a big one and we'll be saying goodbye to our initial character, but I promise it'll be worth it. At the same time, I'll be giving a quick tactics summary for each mission and the process, but full detailed guides on every individual mission can be found in the links below. Rightio, so the first thing we're going to do today is head to Ammu-nation and we're going for a very specific shopping list. Body armor, pistol ammo, hand grenades, a compact grenade launcher, launcher ammo and sticky bombs, and that's it. We'll pick up an automatic and a shotty along the way, so there's no need to buy one at this point. Now the compact grenade launcher is free this time around because it's included in the Criminal Enterprise starter pack, which if you recall I purchased by accident when setting up this new account. Normally this goes for 45 grand, but it took a few rounds to work out the best way at some of these missions, which resulted in well over that amount being spent in additional body armor and ammo. So it should end up more or less even there. As for the rest of the starter pack, the businesses, cars, money, clothes and other weapons, they're all kind of quarantined. They're not being used at all in this challenge, but will be available to the competition winner. And with that out of the way, it's time to go rescue Ron. So let's head north to Chef's convenience store, into the Corona and trigger the mission. Then we have a few minutes to wait while the cutscene rolls through. If this is your first time in the Troupe, I highly recommend watching it all the way through. Once it's out of the way, you'll be dropped onto the roof of the shop. Fire off a few grenades to take care of the groups, then start shooting. Stay undercover as much as possible here. Once the bikers are cleared, grab some cover off to the left and take out the next wave, and after that, head back through the building and over to the western wall. Shoot out the glass on the left-hand room and grab some cover and lob a few grenades with the launcher. Then pick off anyone who breaks cover. Remember, gas cans are your friends too. And after that wave, head back out to the balcony and off to the right to take care of the final few aggressors. Dax will give you a quick briefing, find a car, jump in and head off. Now, while experimenting, I tried a few ways at this, starting with the boat approach, suggested by Dax, and I couldn't make that work, so I ended up driving around the top. And that's when I discovered something amazing. You don't have to escape with the RV, you just need to get in the RV. If you can get out, awesome, but as long as you die while you're sitting in the driver's seat, you're good. So, after this inevitable failure, the game drops you back outside the camp with the RV ready to go. Jump in, and then follow the bouncing ball to the end of the mission. Once you've been dropped back into the world, head over to Ammu-nation, and we're going to make a quick investment in our future. Grab the cheapest sniper rifle and the cheapest heavy automatic you can. Do do not upgrade them. Seriously, we'll get to weapon upgrades later. They already do what's needed out of the box, so do not waste your money. Then back to the freak shop, which is this new marker here, and start the next mission by driving into the Corona. As soon as you're in, set a marker for the docks. Drive down, collect the truck, which you'll find parked near the middle of the dockyard, then collect the trailer and get moving. There'll be a roadblock on the highway, just barrel through that and dump the trailer. After that, we're off to catch up with some bikers. Now, after a lot of experimenting, I've found the best approach is from the casino side. So pull up, jump out, over the back fence and up the ladder. Clamber onto the roof, drop a few grenades and pop anyone else you can see. Right, off the front of the roof, down the awning, do a quick U-turn and enter the compound. Take out any clowns, quick happy snap, grab the gear and then back out the front, sort out the morons and then back to base. Now, by this time you may be getting a little low on ammo and have most definitely run out of body armor. So back to Ammu-nation for a quick top up, then to a convenience store for some snacks. And if you've not seen this mechanic before, snacks are basically the in-game health. So you can access them from your weapon wheel when you're in combat. And back to the freak shop and into the marker for the next mission. Now, if I'm honest, this one's pretty brutal and it took way longer than I'd like to admit to figure out the best approach, at least for a low level without a weaponized Ignis. As soon as you start, head to your car, then follow the GPS to Stab City. Park just outside the encampment and start making your way around the perimeter, picking off tanker trailers, vans and bikers as you spot them. Keep moving and don't be afraid to run down the shoreline to disengage. If you need to take out some bikers, go for it, but running away is the better option here. Now, if you end up running short of ammo, you can do a quick top up using your interaction menu. Go to inventory, ammo, then cycle through and grab whatever you want. Once you've circled the trailer park and taken out anything you can, go back around to the rear and jump on this trailer and that should give you a few more targets. If you still need to take anything from there, jump down and make your way around, make use of cover as much as possible and aim for machinery. Any bikes, vans, trucks, etc. Anything with an engine. Again, this might take a minute first time round, so don't be afraid to take your time. Once you've cleared the biker encampment, you'll be prompted to head to the fishery. Once you're here, it doesn't matter too much if you fail because you can do a quick restart and you'll be dropped right back with both of your lives. Given we don't have an armoured vehicle yet, I've found the best approach is to be parking on the top of the hill first and taking out whoever you can see. Then heading straight into the meth lab on the right, out and around the back to the boathouse, across the way to the office building, down the hill to the dinghy and back around to the shed at the top of the pier. Down the pier, then into the seaplane and home. Well, that was a proper ride and now we're up for another. No prep needed for this one. You can head straight back into the Corona and start the next mission, and this one is a proper trip. Like, literally. Good news though, it's mercifully short. Just hang over to the right and avoid the trucks. Stick to the dead center to avoid obstacles. Keep an eye on where you're heading to avoid hitting the gates to Kiflom. Stay away from the alien tractor beams. Watch out for the control reversal in the tunnel. Be sure to shoot the rabbit and hope you're wearing clean underpants. So, quick stop to Ammu-nation and the convenience store again and back to the freak shop for the next mission. So in the car and off to the hippie camp. Now we have support for this leg of the mission, which is pretty nice. Once you arrive, jump out and head round to the right and start lobbing grenades in the tents. Be sure not to hit any of the vans. Take out any enemies you see along the way. Note, if your reticle turns grey, that's a friendly. And with the tents clear, find a van and jump in, then head back to where your car is parked. Swap vehicles, check the map and make your way to each of the 3 markers. Now you'll have one moving target and I like to take care of that one first. Sticky bombs for the win. The next one's just a grenade and the final one can get a little bit hairy. Next up, we're off to the mountains. As you make your approach, stop short and peg this fella in the guard tower. Make your way up and knock over this van to the right. Head into the compound and off to the left. There's some nice cover there and not too many nutters. Lob a grenade at the second van about halfway up, then continue working your way around the back of the camp, over the altar and up the stairs to this house. Onto the roof and watch out for snipers in the guard towers here and drop one more nade on the van just off the porch to the left. Then back up a little, grab your auto and shoot at the chopper. The pilot is your primary target, but if you can't get a clean line, take out the gunners, then concentrate on the tail rotor. After that, just leave. Doesn't matter how or which way, just get out of the compound. Right, so quick stop to Ammu-nation and the convenience store again and back to the freak shop for the big finale. Oh, sorry, proximity mines. Grab some proximity mines from Ammu-nation Ammu-nation if you can too. Anyway, nighttime one again, which is a pain, but it is what it is. Anyway, into the car and off to Humane Labs. Stop short, pop the guy out the front, park up, and we're going in loud. So through the front gate and start blasting. Make your way to the back of the compound, then wander up to the keypad and you'll see the prompt top left. Once you're in the warehouse, drop a few proximity mines, clear the room, watching out for the clowns behind you, take a quick happy snap, grab a crowbar, and then open each of the big crates. Head back to the elevator, being sure to detonate any remaining proximity mines before you walk past them. Leave Humane, then head to the switching station. Pull the lever, head off, collect the tools, then make your way to the train crash site. Now your targets here, in order of priority, are helicopters. These guys will absolutely rinse you if they get a shot in. If you see one, get cover and take it out immediately. Guards, they'll sneak up on you, so make sure the area is completely clear before your next move. Then white dots. These are where the chems might be stored. You need them for the mission, but they're your last concern here. So make your way through the area, collecting all of the precursor chemicals along the way, and doing your best to keep the guards at bay. After that, sort out any stragglers, and it's important you do this before you go to the truck. Then head up to the fixed trailer truck, or the Brigade 6x6 in GTA Online, jump in and head back to the base. And that's the finale complete. So, what did we just spend 2 hours doing? Well, firstly, getting to know the shooting and cover mechanics a whole lot better, that's for sure. But mainly 2 core things. Earning an additional $500,000. Each mission came with a first time bonus of 50 grand, and there's a first time completion bonus for the series of 200. So that's an additional 500,000 in cash in the bank, plus the actual mission payouts. But we likely spent most of that on ammo anyway. And ranking up. And this is surprisingly the most important part, because now we have cash, a whole bunch of weapon unlocks, and we're above rank 20. And friendos, that's where something magical happens. So let's head back to the character selection screen and create a new character. Select yes to copy rank. We don't need to worry about appearance too much, we're only using this one for a few hours. When you go to finalize, we want to skip the tutorial. Right, we'll be dropped in the middle of nowhere, head to the nearest road, bring up your interaction menu and set the location to your brand new luxury apartment. It'll be listed as a street address, so look for something unfamiliar. Now, what was that I hear you ask? Our luxury apartment? Well, it turns out that when you create a new character in GTA Online, if your previous character is ranked above 20 and you copy the rank across and you also skip the tutorial, your new character gets a free luxury apartment. No idea why, but we're taking the win. So anyway, commandeer a vehicle and head to your apartment. Oh, and if you spot a convenience store on the way, grab some snacks too. We'll need them later. Once you arrive at your apartment, there will be a quick briefing which unlocks the spawn point and a new 10-car 6-byte garage. And now that we have a garage, we have unlocked the ability to purchase vehicles. So let's bring up the internet on the phone, go to transport, Warstock, and grab a Duke O' Death, which is completely free on all platforms due to a Rockstar fuck-up some years ago. Then it's back to Chef's convenience store in Sandy Shores for the first dose missions again, because as it turns out, each character gets the first time completion bonus. It's not tied to the account like most other bonuses, but the character itself. Not sure if that's intentional, but hey, money's money, right? Oh, and we should swing by Ammu-nation too. We'll need body armor, pipe bombs, grenades, proximity mines, compact grenade launcher and ammo, sniper rifle, and an assault rifle. I also grabbed a few other bits and pieces, but they ended up being a waste of money for this, so let's not worry about that. Once you arrive at Chef's Cookhouse, head to the Corona and start the Freak Shop questline. Everything is more or less the same as last time for this. The only real difference is in First Dose 3, where we can drive right up to the meth lab's entrance instead of having to try and make a louder ingress. And with that out of the way, we should be sitting around a touch over $2 million. Not bad for half a day or so. It's sadly time to bid this character farewell for now, as we head back to the character creation screen again. Delete your first character, as in delete, which is why we didn't worry about weapon upgrades, clothes or property before, and create a new character. Copy the rank, same as last time, and this one's going to be our main character going forward, so take a bit of time to perfect their look. We're going to be with them for the rest of our criminal career in GTA 5 Online. Skip the shoot if it's offered, probably won't be, but if it is, and once you're in the world, commandeer a vehicle, visit your apartment, and purchase a Duke of Death from Warstock again. Pop to the convenience store, then Ammu-nation, same shopping list as before, but if you wanted to do some minor upgrades to weapons, things like suppressors, flashlights, and extended clips, go for it. Don't spend on aesthetics though, not yet anyway. Right, so we need about 2.1 million for our next step, and we're just short of, so it's off to Chef's Place again to do a bit more work with the Troupe, but only enough to tip us over that 2.1 mil mark. So in this case, just welcome to the Troupe. But this is also much easier this time around with a higher rank. That means more snacks and armor and better overall health. So winning. If you're short at this point, it's just a case of doing 1 or 2 first dose missions to get you over the line. Right, time to spend some money. Into your phone, internet, then Dynasty Executive. Now, don't worry about the $ thing here. Like I said before, we've quarantined the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack stuff, so it doesn't taint the challenge. Select the Little Soul Agency. Click Buy, skip through the upgrades. We don't want any of these for now. Then click Buy again. Set a marker, head over, wander in, and sit back for about an 8-minute introductory cutscene, with Lamar Davis cranking out some of his finest work so far.
Nice.
Okay, to set up the agency's main mission set, we need to do a security contract. Register as a VIP, which you'll find under SecuroServe in your interaction menu. Take a seat at the PC, the prompter's top left. Click Security Contract, wait for Amani to finish briefing you, then click through to find the highest paying one. Now this could be one of dozens of contracts, so I won't go through the mission here. It just needs doing. And there are tons of other guides out there for the precise mission parameters. With that done, head out of the building and await a call from Franklin, then head to the golf course and walk into the Corona to start. After, quite honestly, an amusing cutscene,
"Hey, you two bitches can't wait for the legend to shoot his shot!"
jump in a cart, then ram the pompous wankers in the other cart. The second one might take a minute, so don't worry. Give the fella a bit of what for, and then job's done. Right, now we can dive into the contracts story proper. For the first time round, this takes between 3 and 5 hours, depending on skill. And with the first time bonuses, we're looking at around 1.7 mil for that time. However, on the replays, we can skip a lot of the intro gaff and the delays between missions. This brings the playtime down to around 90 minutes for most players, less again if you've come from another FPS. So we're on to the data leak setup next. Exit the building and wait for a call from Franklin. Then head back to the agency, upstairs and onto your PC. If you need to, pop back out and top up at Ammu-nation 2. Oh, and if you don't have a parachute, now's the time to buy one. Back to the PC in the agency for a quick briefing, then head out to the marker. Oh, and before I forget, your agency comes with a free chopper. This is categorically the fastest way around the map, so don't forget to use it at every opportunity. Right, wait for Franklin to finish banging on, then head to the marker at the top of the FIB building. Drop in, and this is just a cutscene, but drop in, wait for Amani to finish talking, and blow the door at the back of the room. Either a pipe bomb, sticky, or a grenade will do the job. Go to the computer in the front and use the button prompt to install the USB drive, then head to the back corner of the room and hang tight. The guards can't hit you here, so it's the safest spot. Once the hacking tool has done its thing, you'll get another marker for a hard drive in the server. It's just a few feet to your left. Right, take a breath and head out to the fray. Take out any guards you can and make your way to the marker, which will drop you into the world. Run to the end of the balcony and jump off. Call in your car if you haven't already, jump in and lose the cops. After that, you can make your way back to the agency. Grab some snacks from upstairs, head out to Ammu-nation, then back to the agency again after Franklin's given you a call. Up to the office, and then start the nightlife league. Head out using the chopper and to the nightclub. Now, I've tried dozens of different approaches and it more or less always ends up as a firefight, so let's just do that. Go in loud and take out everyone. Head upstairs, grab the tapes, back out and back to the agency. And on to the marina investigation next. So you know the routine by now. Stacks, Ammu-nation, await Franklin's call, back to the agency and up to the PC. After a quick brief, we can start the marina investigation. Exit the agency via the chopper and head to the marina. Land next to the boardwalk if possible. Find the boat, jump in and sit in the driver's seat for a moment, then exit and take out any aggressive rent-a-cops. Jump back into the chopper and head out to the search area. Now, the yacht we're heading to has countermeasures that will blow us up if we get too close, and something that prevents us from bailing out too close. So you can either get some altitude and helo jump out parachuting in, or you can ditch the chopper when you're getting close and swim. Either way, you'll be in the drink eventually. So swim to the back of the yacht, jump up and start blasting. Head to the marker, which is a red herring this time. Then upstairs to the bridge and you will meet resistance here. Go to both the left and right consoles to unlock the doors and disable the air defenses. Then back downstairs and do a thorough search until you see a poster. Quick happy snap, then back out onto the yacht's chopper and get the heck out of Dodge. And on to the first mini finale. Make sure you're fully stocked stocked with ammo, body armor, and snacks, we're going to need it. Back to the PC to start the mission, then into a vehicle and head to the casino. It's very much a case of following the bouncing ball for this one. Into the garage, up to the party, attack the DJ, then start blasting. There's no real finesse here, just use cover as much as possible and don't be afraid of using grenades and shoot everything you can. Oh, and watch out for this fella as you head into the lift though. It's super cheeky. Into the nightclub and just, well, light it up I guess. Shoot everything and keep on with those grenades. Onto the country club investigation next. So, same deal. Snacks, ammunition, PC, start mission. This was recorded during the in-game night cycle, but if I'm honest, doing this during the day is a buttload easier. Exit the agency via the chopper and head to the country club on the west coast. We're going in hot, so hack the keypad, and this is just a simple puzzle, then get into the hallway. Make sure you have your grenade launcher set as your heavy weapon, and your pipe bomb as your throwable. Then grab any firearm and shoot the door once, and pop anyone standing behind it. Lob some pipe bombs into the area immediately in front of you, then move to the right, sneak around the door and drop one more pipe bomb off to the left and back the heck out of there. Head to the back of the workspace and hack one of the terminals, then hang tight for Imani to do her thing. Once Franklin gives you the word, head back out into the chopper and into the search area, which is a question mark on the map. We're looking for a limo. Once you spot it, descend fast. Like dump the chopper and pile out as quickly as you can. We've only got a few seconds to blow this up. If you miss, jump back in the chopper and wait for the limo to get caught in traffic, then blow that thing up with your compact grenade launcher. Frisk the driver to grab his wallet, then take it back to the agency. Guest list next, so snacks, exit, phone call, ammo, agency, PC, start. Oh, and we've unlocked the heavy sniper too, so let's grab that. Head to the lawyer's place, but stop short and look for a high vantage point. In this case, and it can change, but in this case, the best vantage point was the lawyer's own roof. So that's where we're landing. Pick off as many guards as you can with the sniper and the auto, then jump down and take out any stragglers. Be sure to avoid using grenades or shooting anyone in coloured clothes. Suits only. Once you have the all clear, switch to the taser and zap the lawyer, then pick him up. Now, don't make the mistake of simply jumping in the car next. We're going to get some resistance here. So, take out anyone who turns up immediately, then jump in and head off. In most cases, you'll simply be able to outdrive your attackers. And with that, it's time for the next mini finale. So, snacks, exit, ammunition, agency, PC, start. Drive to the mansion, open the gate, and pull up. Then hop the fence and walk past the DJ booth. Up the stairs, up the hedge, and the balustrade, and then onto the roof. And be sure to stay unarmed here. Once you're on the roof, head for this flat section. Once you get prompted, kick off the proceedings with a few well-placed launch grenades. Feel free to drop some proximity mines down the back here too, so you don't get flanked. Then start taking out guards as opportunities arise. Once you've done enough damage, our target will run. Now, if you're good with the grenade launcher or you've grabbed homing missiles from ammunition, you might get lucky with the chopper. Sadly, RPGs aren't available to us for another 90 levels or so. So let's assume you've missed the choppers. Take out any stragglers, jump down the back, over the fence and call in the DOD. Follow the chopper to Fort Zancudo and jump off the bridge with one of these conveniently placed ramps. Then out to the bluff, onto a jet ski and onto the back of the yacht. You'll meet some resistance here. Make your way to the bow of the yacht and then pop the billionaire who's hiding in the front entrance to the main cabin. Grab the phone and if the chopper survived the assault, grab it and head off. Now Rockstar clearly doesn't want us outrunning the mercs with the Super Valido, so after about 60 seconds the chopper will mysteriously self-destruct. When you start hearing warning alarms, bail out. Take out any immediate threats, call your vehicle in, then make your way back to the agency. Rightio, next up we're heading back to Franklin's old stomping grounds. So, you know the drill. Snacks, exit, ammo, phone call, agency, PC, briefing. Collect Vernon, then head to Grove Street where it will have already kicked off. Pull up on an angle, driver's side facing away from the action, and jump out. And make sure you have your launcher ready. Then start lighting up cars as they approach. After that, just light up everything you can see. Doesn't matter. We need to hold ground for just a few moments. Once you get a prompt to follow Vernon, jump back in a vehicle if there's one about and go find him. Then immediately make your way to the garage at the end of the alley and wait for the game to catch up. Wait for the interrogation to finish. There's no way to skip it sadly. Then get rolling. Once you're out of the area, job's done. One more open world investigation before the big final push. So, snacks, exit, ammunition, phone call, agency, PC, briefing, start, exit again. Go and collect Vernon again, and I'm not sure why he prefers the car to the company chopper, but it is what it is. Drive to the marker, jump out, take some cover, and start lobbing grenades. Then take out anyone left standing. Once we're clear, jump into the white van and start driving. Doesn't matter where, just drive. And be sure not to get boxed in. Corners are your enemy too. Oh, and if you're using a controller, pull up your interaction menu, down to inventory and snacks, and just leave that up. It's a pain on keyboard, but super handy on controller. And after we've cleared the bikers and a wanted level if we've caught one, it's back to the lockup. Oh, and if you're having trouble shaking the cops and it's getting a bit out of hand, you can also give yourself 2 minutes of police-free time by bringing up your interaction menu, going to Securo Serve, VIP abilities, and bribe authorities. It's not cheap, but it's super handy in a bind. Just be sure not to commit a crime or all bets are off. Okay, on to the last of the mini finales, the South Central League. So, snacks, exit, Ammu-nation, phone call, agency, PC, briefing, start. Jump in a car, and I like to use the Duke of Death if I can. Armor and pace comes in handy later. Then follow the prompts to the first waypoint where we'll catch up with Vernon and P. Follow them to the Vargos street party. Quick cutscene, and we're dropped in behind cover. Honestly, there's not a lot of finesse or technique to this one. Just start shooting anyone you can see using the auto. Don't be afraid to change positions too. There's a dumpster to the right and a couple of other cars for cover. The sniper rifle is your friend for some of the more well-hidden Vargos. And once we've cleared the Vargos from the street party, there's another quick cutscene. Jump back in the Duke and chase down the yellow lowrider. Now, if you can pop the driver on the fly, great. Just grab the car and you're good to go. If you miss, like I did on this run through, he'll eventually park up, so not to worry. Just take out his goons and liberate the vehicle from the warehouse yard. Back to the shop and we're done. Now, the next mission will take a while to become available, so we'll do a quick security contract while we wait. No sense in idle time. And by the time we've completed that, Franklin will have pinged us a new message. So make sure you load it up with snacks, armor and ammo, then head to the office to start the mission. Jump in the champion, head to the marker and park up behind these buildings on the right. Then use the building as cover to pick off as many of the mercs as possible. You may need to reposition regularly to sort these guys, and it may take a few minutes first time round. Once you've picked off the last one, head into the studio. Slowly, and I mean slowly, work your way around through every corridor of the building. Note these guys hide in closets and hallways. They'll spawn in behind you. They avoid explosions where they shouldn't, and tear gas really doesn't do much. So it's a case of being cautious, retreating where needed, and keeping the snacks up. Also, grenades. I use a lot of grenades. And with that done, we'll be treated to a 7-minute or so cutscene featuring some original work from Dre, which was a world premiere at the time the DLC dropped. Right, on to the last missions of the series, which comes with a hefty payout and mercifully the last mission of the day. So, usual routine here. Snacks, exit, Ammu-nation, phone call, agency, start. Jump into the Duke and follow the GPS. When it says you're getting close, just drive into the train yard to trigger the first scene. So, spray and pray is the main technique here. Watch out for people trying to flank your right side, that can be quite bad. And hit any cars with the launcher the second they pull up. That will save you having to deal with the occupants. Watch your high side too. If anyone gets on the roof, they have a plum shot. Grenades can help you with stragglers too. Off to the hangar next, and be careful up the hall. Oh, and use containers for cover as you make your way around to the right. Oh, and you can only go around to the right. Rockstar patched the shortcut in the last DLC. Watch out for mercs hiding in the back of the cargo plane. A couple of well-placed proximity mines can help here. And with everyone cleared, pop Johnny Guns from as far away as possible. Climb the platform and grab him. Watch the cutscene with Dre, then drop him off at the country club. And between the mission payout, first time bonuses, and any cash we've collected along the way, we should be back up to north of 1.7 mil. Now, I don't know about you, but I was shattered after this one, so let's call it a day. It's been a big one though. We've met Dax, Luchadora and the Troupe a few times, made a couple of new characters, purchased an agency, done some security work, sorted Johnny Guns, and retrieved Dre's music. Not a bad effort if I do say so myself. In our next exciting installment, we'll be getting our grind on with the Dre contract series and setting up a lucrative payphone hit mechanic and doing our first couple of assassinations. Before you go, just a quick reminder about the competition. Once this series has finished, we'll be giving away the account, complete with at least $10 million, weapons, cars, businesses, the whole box and dice. To be eligible for the competition, you'll need to write a comment on each video in the series. Doesn't have to be much, just something to let the old Grumpy Gamers team know you've been there. So if you've not commented on the previous videos, jump on, have a look and leave a message. Same goes for this one. And hey, if you feel like tweeting something, giving a thumbs up or having a proper conversation, have at it. To be eligible to win a clean $10 million million GTA Online account at least one comment on each video in the series. The details, terms and conditions can be found on oldgrumpygamers.com. Sub to the channel and switch on notifications to make sure you don't miss the weekly release and your chance to win that $10 million account. We also do weekly updates, buyer's guides and other tips and tricks, so I promise you won't be wasting your time. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.